Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember that this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It could be you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. Also, you can check out your sun, moon, rising, or your Venus placements, because if those are dominant in your chart, then those will also resonate with you, okay? You are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. And you have your past life. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. And it says your past life with the number 71. How does the number 71 resonate for you? Does it have some kind of a significance for you? Also, the number 7 plus 1 is equal to the number 8. So there could be some kind of situation related to something that happened on the 8th of this month that is correlated to this reading for some of you. Also, if you see the number 8, 808, 888, anywhere, then that is an indication there where there's something here about finances, money, that kind of vibe. Okay, money, finances, abundance even. So here it says past life. And as you can see here, there is a couple, masculine energy and feminine energy, and they're embracing each other, right? It's like they're in love. There's heart all around them. There's also wings on their back, and so it's kind of like, a representation of a divine union, a divine connection, a past life type of connection. We're going to see what this is all pertaining to. It says here, intuitive and telepathic communication. Time seems to stop in each other's presence. Instant connection and deep emotions. Feels very familiar with each other. So this could be, of course, for a lot of you, it could be a romantic connection. For others, it does not necessarily have to be romantic. It could be an acquaintance. It could be somebody that you're about to meet. Okay. It could be, of course, somebody that you already know, a friend, a family member. Okay. It could literally be anyone, somebody that you work with. But this is all about, you feeling like you belong together, or you're meant to create something together, right? Like if this is a business partner, you might be feeling like, oh my God, I've never felt this way with any other business partner or somebody that I work with, or maybe your boss or a coworker or a friend, family member, whatever. And so you guys both have this very intuitive, telepathic type of knowing about each other. Sometimes that person doesn't even have to tell you what they need or what they're thinking when you already kind of feel it, right? And you kind of offer it to them, or them to you, right? It's kind of like you guys can even communicate through unspoken words, right? Like they're thinking of you, you're thinking of them, and then all of a sudden they text you, or you text them and they're like, oh my God, I was just thinking of you, right? That kind of vibe. Also here, time seems to stop in each other's presence. So whenever you guys are together, it seems like time just is flying by, right? It's like, oh my God, I feel like we've only been here for, 2 seconds or 2 minutes, and it's been 2 hours, right? That kind of vibe. So time flies by when you guys are in each other's presence. And that is an indication where you guys really enjoy each other's company, each other's energy. They don't drain you. You don't drain them. In fact, this is a type of connection that feeds your soul, right? And you feed their soul. It's kind of like kindred spirits as well. Kindred spirits, that kind of vibe. Instant connection, deep emotion. So this is going to be an instant connection. Or if this is somebody that you are already with, you already know, okay, then you guys connected instantly. Okay, if this is somebody new coming towards you, the connection is going to be automatic. Instantly, instant connection. And you're going to feel the pull. They're going to feel the pull. It's like a magnet, right? It's like magnetism. The chemistry is there. And I see here deep emotion. So very deep feelings, very deep emotions, whether it's, of love, of care, of protection, or of all of it. Okay. It says here, feels very familiar with each other. So the reason why this connection is so powerful, it's so intense, is because it feels very familiar. Okay. The reason why you guys are connecting instantly, or have connected instantly, or will be connecting instantly, is because you guys have a past life type of connection. You guys have met each other in a past life. Your souls recognize each other. At a soul level, there's recognition. There's familiarity there. Even though on the physical level, you might be saying, well, I've never met this person before, even though I feel like I already know them. I feel comfortable with them automatically. They feel the same with you. It's because you guys have a past life type of connection. Okay. You also have your, when I am with you, I feel as if time just stops by and it's just me and you against the world. You feel like home to me. You understand me and I understand you. It's one of those beautiful bonds, beautiful, undeniable connections, right? Time just stops. Everything that this message says there. Okay. It just feels natural and at home. It's like this person feels like home to you, and them towards you as well. Now, let me know in the comments below what that is pertaining to. What is that all about? And we're going to be going into your past, present, and future position. Who and what is coming towards you? What is in your opportunity? Also, what is in your challenge position and how to overcome that challenge. Now, remember, let me know in the comments below how this reading all resonates for you. You guys, you have no idea how much your comments really help support me and my channel, even if it's just with an emoji. Of course, always like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Really, really helps as well. Okay. For those of you guys who have been mentioning that you're not getting my notifications, then you can unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then you can hit the notification bell and then hit all, okay? Because if you don't hit all, the YouTube algorithm won't announce the notifications when I post videos. Now, I see right off the bat, you could possibly be dealing with the sign of Virgo. I see the sign of Scorpio. Pisces energy is coming through the reading as well. Gemini. Whatever other sign this is, and typically I only get one, but this one wanted to come out as two, so we'll keep that. Okay, there's double messages there for you. And so at the bottom of this deck, you have the 10 of Wands. Okay, the 10 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, there's something that is burdening you. There's something here where you feel overwhelmed, you feel tired, stressed out, whether it's physically, right? You've been working a lot, you've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort, for others, you have been taking care of other people's responsibilities and not your own. You might be feeling like, just life has just gotten really difficult right now. You're trying to survive for some of you. You're trying to push forward and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is never ending. It just gets heavier and heavier by the minute. For others of you, this could be related to some kind of a connection, relationship that is burdening you, or your own feelings, your own emotions. We're going to see what this all pertains to. For some of you guys, if this is not you, remember the reading can be vice versa. So you take the reading however it resonates. This could be you towards somebody or somebody towards you. If this is not you, then that means that somebody around you is feeling this way. They feel burdened. They feel stressed. They feel overworked, overwhelmed in a sense. We're going to see what this all pertains to. You can also let me know in the comments below. Now, at the bottom of this other deck, you have your avoidant. Okay, look at that picture there. Okay, avoidant. And so it says here, I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. Somebody here is avoiding some kind of an emotional attachment to a person, place, thing, career, project, idea that they have because they're afraid of failure, right? If this is something related to love, let's give you some examples here. You may be dealing with a person, okay, whether this is a person here doing this towards you or you towards somebody, where someone here is not wanting to attach emotionally to the person because they're afraid to at some point be rejected or left out in the cold. And so therefore this person's just kind of like approaching the connection, approaching the situation in a rather detached type of way, emotional detachment, maybe even a little bit cold, that kind of vibe. I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. For some of you guys, if this is some kind of a project or some kind of a passion that you have, or an idea that you want to, start investing in on, you might kind of be playing with the idea of it, but you're not really willing to invest in it all that much because you're like, no, what if this, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if, I start trying it and then people start talking about the fact that, I wasn't able to fulfill this, or I wasn't able to succeed in this, right? And so there's something here related to a little bit of detachment, a little bit of like, approaching a person, place, idea, situation, thing, in a rather, kind of like at a distance, right? At a distance. Okay, I'll be there, right? I'll be there, but let me keep this at an arm's length, right? You stay right there. You do not move from there. Nope, don't come close to me. Nope, that's too close. That's too close, right? And so there's some kind of an energy there. like that. Again, it could be you towards somebody, somebody towards you. Let me know in the comments below who this is, dealing with an avoidant type of personality. And let me know which area of your life. Of course, this could be career-related, love-related, family, friends, whatever else this is. In your challenge position, you have the King of Pentacles, the Death, and the Judgment. So I see here that part of the challenge for you during the 7 days this week. Okay, remember, the energies take time to unfold. So give it some time for the energies to flow, to unfold. If this doesn't yet necessarily resonate right now with you, it's for 7 days. You can look back at the reading as well in the middle of the week or at the end of the week. So I do see here that in your challenge position, it could be a little bit challenging for you to accept an ending. Okay, either put something to an end, accept an ending, or accept that you need to change something. Something here cannot continue moving forward. It literally cannot progress forward. There is no progress here if there is no change in direction, in the way that you're doing things, in the fact that something here has got to end, okay? Whether this is in career matters, family, business, it could be love, friendships, whatever this is. There is a need here for change, for transformation, okay? And for some of you guys, yes, to accept an ending or put an ending to something, put an end to something. I'm seeing here that for some of you guys, you might be struggling financially. You don't feel financially secure. You don't feel financially stable. There could also be some kind of an energy around you who is not offering stability, whether it's emotional stability, stability as far as a relationship goes. There is a sense of instability. Again, career matters, love, family, whatever this is for you. Of course, this could also be a person here for others of you, an individual who is just focused on money, superficial things, okay, but they're not really doing anything about it. Is this you? Are you focused on, okay, why am I not making enough money? But are you making those changes that you need to make in order to get that money, in order to get that stability? If you feel emotionally unstable, right, and there is a situation here that might be triggering you, it's making you feel overwhelmed, stressed out, right? That means that you are not being honest with yourself about this situation, and you want to keep it going in the same old way, but yet there is still the complaining aspect of, why is this not enough? Why am I not making enough? Why is this connection not stabilizing itself, right? Because there is a need for you to, I feel that somebody here is overwhelmed to the point where they're even not realizing that thing that you're working so hard to, who knows, maybe prove yourself to, okay? Maybe it's trying to prove yourself to you by doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's just not working for you, and it's creating blockages. It's like, are you getting in your own way, right? Because I do see here that for some of you guys, you need to start realizing that you have to start cutting off and detaching yourself from people, circumstances, and situations that are draining your energy, that are sucking the life out of you, that might be, putting all their responsibilities onto you. Okay. And so there needs to be acceptance there for an ending, some change, that kind of vibe. It might be a little bit difficult for you to want to end things, but the reason why is because a lot of you guys, either this is you or somebody around you who you are dealing with, somebody here is not hearing the higher calling to change. Someone here is resisting change. Someone here is resisting learning a lesson. There is a lesson in here that someone is literally, it's like you're not even wanting to look at it. Somebody doesn't even want to look at it because they're just kind of like doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like you're on autopilot. Somebody here is on autopilot. This is like, I'm getting the sense of survival mechanism. When a person is in survival mode, survival mechanism, just trying to survive, they are so unaware of the messages that the universe is trying to send to them, because they're like, no, I can't pay attention to that message, that sign, that signal, because I need to get this finished. I need to get this done. And the universe is like, you're literally not even going anywhere. Okay. It's like when you're on the freeway, right? Sometimes I'm on the freeway and I see people in front of me, they're trying to get ahead, and they go from one lane to another, to the next, and then they end up staying behind because they're not consistent. They're not like becoming aware, trying to calm themselves down. They're just trying to survive. They're trying to get there on time, and then it backfires on them. So there's somebody here who is avoiding a lesson, who is not learning a lesson. For others of you, it could be a little bit difficult to rehash things with a person. For others, it could be a little bit difficult to bring about some kind of reconciliation, okay? And the reason why this reconciliation may not be happening right now is because somebody here is not learning some kind of a lesson. They're not allowing the signs, signals, communication from the universe to come in, okay? I'm also seeing here that there could be something here that might be calling your name, that might be, you might be seeing the signs, signals everywhere, synchronicities that are trying to tell you, hey, stop doing it this way. It's not working. It's not going to work, right? Why do you keep doing it that same way if it's not working? And so you keep ignoring these sign signals because you're like, no, that's unrecognizable. I don't understand that sign. I don't understand that signal. No, that's going to be too difficult, right? And it's like by you avoiding it, by you pushing it away, these changes that want to take you to where you need to be, whether it's in your love life, connections, relationships, friends, it could be family, right? Finances, whatever this is, it's like you're pushing away that door that wants to open up for you. Okay. Of course, this could be somebody here towards you. You might be trying to help somebody, and that person's just like not seeing the help. They're just like, no, I want to stay stuck in my old ways. I'm seeing here that, this could be a connection from the past. It says here memories. The memories we made together forever replay in my mind. Our love is immortal. For some, it could be the fact that those memories of the past are still keeping you stuck in the situation, are still keeping you stuck in this connection that is not serving you anymore, in this job, career that is not serving you anymore. Some kind of memory there. Okay. Now for others, I see here love triangle. There is another third energy interfering in your connection, and there is competition. Remember, for some, of course, it could be a lover if you are dealing with love. For others, the third party energy does not always have to be just a lover. It could be a friend, a family member giving that person the wrong advice or getting in the way. It could be a new person in your job that they hired on, and they're creating a little bit of trouble there, or just creating a little bit of competition. It could be literally anyone or anything. Okay, let me know in the comments below how that is pertaining to you, your situation, and what that is all about. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump into your recent past. So in the recent past here, you have here the Four of Swords, the Tower, and the King of Cups. So in the recent past here, I see here that you took a break. You rested, you recovered, okay, you were healing from something. I see here that you were taking a little bit of a step back, okay? And the reason being is because there was some kind of a shocking moment, shocking news, shocking revelation. Something here came out into the open. You took a little bit of a step back, and as soon as you took a little bit of a step back, this situation just kind of like fell apart, okay? I feel like at some point you were trying to, resist taking a little bit of a step back because you were like, okay, if I take a step back and if I stop trying, then this is going to fall apart. And that is exactly what happened, okay? That means that for you, there was some kind of energy there, a connection, a job, an idea that you were working on that was never set on a firm foundation. Whenever this thing got started, it was never set on something firm. It's kind of like meeting someone and, for the first time, and that person promises you, the sun, the moon, the stars, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do that for you, whether it's career matters, family, friends, a project you're working on, whatever this was, okay? And so you were like, oh my God, yeah, you kind of built this like illusion of perfection. This is what's going to happen. And so, when you do that, a lot of times you don't really allow yourself to become aware of the red flags, the issues, and you keep ignoring the red flags. So there's something here related to the recent past where you kept ignoring the red flags. You were either trying to convince yourself, no, this is good for me, it's going to work, it's kind of like trying to build a building, just like this building, but that building is not set on a firm foundation. Imagine trying to build a building this big, okay, sky high, on mud. right? If you try to build a building this big on just mud, a very muddy place that has a lot of rain, and you don't have all the right material in order to create that firm foundation, but you try to convince yourself, no, this is going to be possible. I'm going to be able to build it, even though the material that you have is cheap material. And you start building it, you start building it, and then people around you are like, wait a minute, I think it's shaky. It seems a little shaky. What if it falls apart? You're like, no. We're just going to, tape it here and tape it there, and just fix it here for now, little quick fixes here and there. At some point that is going to crumble. This could have been a relationship, it could have been a career, it could have been an idea that you're working on, family situation, whatever this was, it ended up falling apart, crumbling. I feel that there was still emotions there was still kind of love there, emotions. It could have been difficult for somebody here to deal with this situation because the emotions were so strong. Okay, the emotional attachment to this situation was so strong. I see here that there was a player, an immature lover that lacks emotional intelligence. Beware of their intentions. Again, this person showed you the fact that they were immature right off the bat, right? Whether this is career related matters, family, friends, co-workers, whatever this was, okay, love. Somebody here showed the signs, the signals. It's like, I usually say, well, people show you who they are at the very beginning. If you are the one who wants to ignore those signs, those signals, then that's up to you. Okay, but people show you who they are in the very beginning. Okay, and so this person's situation was showing you those red flags, and you kept ignoring it. You kept sweeping it under the rug. And so this is saying that there was an immature person or lover that lacked emotional intelligence, and their intentions were not the best. This person could have been playing games. They could have been, very naive about something. They could have promised you, oh yeah, I'm an expert at this. Maybe you hired somebody to remodel your house as an example. And that person, was all talk like, oh yeah, I've built several houses, and here are the pictures, and those pictures may have been fake, and you may have sensed something, but you never said anything. You sensed it, but you didn't say anything or stop it. Okay, now here and let me know in the comments below what that was all about, what that was pertaining to, and which area of your life: love, career, family, friends, whatever else that was. Could have been everything, right? Now here in the present energy, present energies, currently speaking, you have the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. So right now I see that you are dealing with some kind of a disappointment, right? There's something here where you had high expectations, and this did not turn out in the way that you wanted, that you envisioned, that, you kind of desired it to be. And so I see you walking away feeling a little bit of disappointment, okay, but still there is a sense of like nostalgia, because they're still kind of like, yeah, maybe physically you're walking away, or you're not connected to that person, place, thing, environment, or group of people, whatever this is right now, but there's still an emotional attachment to it that is still there. It's still kind of lingering there. Of course, this could be somebody towards you, you towards somebody, but I do see here that also there's something here where it's saying that you may be trying to right now walk away from what your intuition is trying to tell you, and you're trying to be more logical about it. Okay, right now you're kind of like trying to disconnect from your emotions because you don't want to feel it. You're like, you know what? I don't want to feel this anymore. And so let me disconnect from my emotions, from my intuition, and let me just use my mind. Let me just use my logical mind. Okay. Now we're going to see if this is working out for you or not, but I'm sensing very strongly that you should not go into it in that way. Like, oh, let me just cut off all emotions, because that never worked for me. That ended up hurting me. And let me just use my mind. I feel that you need to balance it out. I feel that right now, it's not about cutting yourself away from your emotions. It's about trying to find a balance, right? Yes, approach this person's situation in a very logical kind of way, because I see here that you've learned a lot. You're going to have that mental clarity, that mental capacity. but don't disconnect from your intuition, because your intuition is trying to guide your way forward as well. There could be some kind of secret, somebody you're holding on to some kind of secret, some kind of information. It could be that right now between you and a person, there is no communication or a lack thereof, okay? Even though right now you have that mental clarity, there's still either somebody here who is not communicating, not kind of taking action, that kind of thing. I see that right now you're going through a lot of growth. Okay, there's that energy of growth. You've encouraged me to look deep inside of myself to discover who I really am. Something or someone right now is actually encouraging you to look deeper inside yourself to discover who it is that you really are. It's not about what happened. It's not about, oh, they betrayed me, they hurt me, right? It's not about that. It's about, okay, what is the lesson here? Why did this happen? This happened in order for you to grow. Okay, so grow how, right? These are the questions, the deeper questions that you need to be asking yourself right now, and not distract yourself with these little things like, oh, that person hurt you, that person betrayed you. That is just part of the reason why this is happening, right? And so this is saying something here is actually encouraging you to look deep inside yourself, your feelings, your emotions, to discover who it is that you really are. Who are you when you are around them? Who are you when you are not around them, right? Do you feel that there is an attachment there? Do you feel that you are your greater or best self when you are with them, or not, right? There's something here about growth, okay? Now, of course, this could be somebody around you who is right now feeling like you are actually encouraging them to grow in some kind of way. And if there is a lack of communication here from someone, that means that somebody here is looking deep inside themselves in order to discover who they really are, with you, without you, and just, them, being in their own energy. Could also be you, of course. Let me know in the comments below what this is all pertaining to, what this is all about. Now, in the near future, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. So in the near future, I do see here that there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of money coming in. There's a lot of stability. There could be a marriage here. For others, it could be financial wealth. It could be, a sense of community. It could be a business finally booming, blooming, that kind of vibe. I see a lot of good things coming towards you in the near future. However, I do also see that there is some kind of energy where you're going to get a lot of mental clarity. There's going to be a truth that's going to be revealed. Some kind of truth will be revealed about a connection, a business, a job. It could be related to money, finances. And I feel that somebody here is going to end up kind of like wanting to walk away after this this kind of news is delivered, or the truth is told, or the truth is finally accepted. Okay, there's something here related to you finally leaving behind what doesn't serve you and going into calmer waters. Okay, something here about transition. I feel like in the near future, you're going to finally have that mental clarity. You're going to have the money, the finances, the stability in order for you to finally make a move or move away, or it could be travel. For others of you, it could just be the fact that you now want to, do something on your own, that kind of vibe. But I'm also seeing here that you have sweets. You are like candy, cake, and chocolate. The decadence of your soul makes me melt. I feel like there's going to be some kind of energy coming through in the near future where there's going to be temptation, right? Temptation is going to be lurking, and, like candy, cake, and chocolate, these are things that are delicious, right? For a lot of people, they're delicious to have. You enjoy these things. They're very sweet. They bring a lot of sweetness, but you can't really have them all the time. You have to set a little bit of structure, boundaries, because if you have them too much, they can become unhealthy. And I feel like you're going to start realizing this. You know what? Yeah, maybe this situation brings you a lot of money, a lot of abundance, but are you really truly happy? This could be a relationship. This could be a career. This could be a project, whatever this is. And you're finally going to be honest with yourself about this. You're going to say, you know what? Yeah, it brings about temporary pleasure, but in reality, this is not really me. This is not really what I want in life or in a relationship or in a connection, okay? Now, let me know in the comments below what that is all about pertaining to as well. Now, in your opportunity, you have the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So part of your opportunity has to do with you're going to be able to have people around you who will give you the right advice, okay? These people will be able to give you the right advice to go into a new direction, but I'm also seeing here that you're going to finally feel so stable in your energy, and all of these doors of opportunity are going to start opening up for you. There's financial abundance here, there's emotional stability here, but there's also that energy where you're going to be able to go into introspection to figure out who you really are, what you've learned about the situation, and I feel that you're going to come out a wiser person. I'm also seeing here that there's some kind of an energy coming through the reading about you wanting to finally isolate yourself from a person, situation, or circumstances around you that have been rather chaotic, that have been rather, I feel that it's been kind of overwhelming. Like you haven't had the time to really go into isolation, introspection, and you're going to have an opportunity to do just that. Okay. I feel like this is going to bring in a lot of financial abundance, wealth, and for others of you, you will have an opportunity to connect either with a brand new person, a brand new situation. Okay. Who is very stable, not only stable financially. This is a person who is very loyal, very consistent. You can count on them. And through that energy, you will also get a lot of opportunities. It could be an opportunity to travel. It could be also an opportunity to go into a new direction. But I see the doors of opportunity in money, finances, wisdom, clarity are definitely going to start opening up for you. Okay. Now we're going to be going into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.